Hello YouTube, we're here in beautiful Texas. Beautiful clear skies today. Looks like it might rain later today, but onward. Today I'm going to show you how to remove your front bumper on a 2014 to 2015 Camaro SS or V6. It's the same process for both, and it's actually quite easy, but it's a little time consuming. But once you get more used to it, you'll be able to take it off in within couple minutes. Now, to remove your front bumper, you'll need a couple tools. Right here I got a ratchet. I believe it is a 3/8. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. You need a couple extensions. I got two 3-inch extensions, and one I use for my impact wrench, but a regular 6-inch section could work. You need a 10mm socket. You're also going to need a 7mm socket right there, and you're going to need a T20 star bit, or if you have an Allen wrench, that works perfectly fine. Now, the first step to remove the front bumper is to make sure your hood is open. See, hood's open. Now, you got 3 of these retainer clips on each side. You got 1, 2, 3. I already took mine off, but pretty simple. Get your flathead screwdriver. Now you see there's a little clip right here, like in the insert thing. Just pop your screwdriver in there, work it, slowly work it up. Once you raise it up a little bit, just pull up. It's gonna pop out. Get your screwdriver again, just work it in there and pop it off like that, but don't jump it into your engine bay. Get this real quick. There it is. Set it off to the side. Now, once you remove all 3 clips on each side, which is total 6, you're going to have to use your 7mm socket and your 10mm socket. Now, you're going to go underneath your bumper. Now, you're going to have, sorry for the damages underneath my bumper, you got 2 10mm bolts right here. You got one on the right side and one on the left side. Take those off, and then you actually have your 3 7mm bolts holding your wheel well protector thing. You got one there, one here, and one there. Remove those on both sides so you get better clearance towards the inside of your wheel well. Now, once you finish with that, you're gonna come over here with your Torx or T20 star bit. And you're gonna have 3 screws on the inside of your wheel well, plastic. You can have one there, one here, and one also right here. Remove those. It's also the same thing for your driver's side. It's one there, one here, and the other one's right there. Now, what this does is when you remove these 3 bolts and the 3 bolts holding down here on the bottom of your bumper, you can actually pull this out, and you're gonna have a couple bolts in here. You're gonna have a 10mm right here. There's gonna be a red one, or depending on the color of your vehicle, there'll be one right next to it. And then also you have a 7mm right here, right there. But you also got 3 more bolts in here. So see if you can get in there. You got one there, one right above it, right there, and you also have one more right up there. And these are all 10mm, by the way. And it is also the same thing for the driver's side, both. So you got 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get in there. 4, 5. So you got 5 bolts, 1 7 and 4 10mm. And also, while you're on your passenger side, there's a connector on your bumper. I'm not sure if you can see it. The camera focusing real quick. It's right there. I've already pre-disconnected mine because the moment you start pulling your bumper off, you're gonna have to pull this off, and it's just easier, I think, to remove this connector before you remove the bumper, so you're not having chances of breaking a wire on your connector or something, or pulling this and break the housing itself. All right, well, that's it, y'all. That's simple, easy. All right, YouTubers. So we're back. Once you remove your 4 10mm meter miller bolts and your 7mm bolts from the locations I showed you on the passenger seat, which also apply to your driver's seat, driver's side I mean. 7mm bolt here, 10mm bolt right there, and your 3mm bolts going up. Your 3 10mm bolts. Now, there's 2 more bolts once you remove those on both sides. You got 10mm here, 10mm up. Now, the reason I save those 2s for last is once you remove all the bolts, it keeps your bumper in place so it doesn't fall out and hit the floor, you know, scratch your bumper up. Big deal, whatnot. So those are the last ones you want to remove. Take your 10mm socket, or in this case I have my Milwaukee impact wrench. Remove those, set them off to the side. In this case I'll place them up here with my other stuff. Now once they've been removed and you've got all the bolts, and you make sure to disconnect that connector I told you down there, which belongs to your headlights, or your fog lights, pardon me. All you gotta do is start slowly, just pull out both sides, and the bumper should just fall out. Now, give me a moment while I pull this out. So, see? Now it's out. And that's all there is to it. The reason to remove this bumper is I got condensation in my new headlights, but this also works for removing your Chevy bow tie, installing a custom grill, doing any changing out a radiator. I'm not sure. Many applications you can do this for. But once it's removed, set your bumper off to the side and get out to what you need to do. Alright, YouTube, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe,